Okay, so it's actually been quite a while since I've done a proper pool plans video, you know, with all the editing and all the other things that I do. So you know what, I know I said in a community post that I will wait until after the live stream events have taken place, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to look at the schedule provided by Jake Matt, and I'm just going to see who I'm going for, and that's about it. Starting with Selh'jqbebhre, whatever his name is. So this guy is actually a healer. He also has, you know, overhealing effects, you know. But then again, every single support character becomes a damage dealer, so who am I fooling? You know, this Selh'jqbebhre guy, you know, he's not so bad. Completely unnecessary in my opinion. So, in terms of going for him, you know, I only got his force weapon in JP. I didn't get his burst. That may change in global. I like to do things differently on my global account, so we'll see. It may be tickets or just a skip for him. And now we get to Deuce. Now Deuce does actually get quite a nice rework with Spiritus Alexander, and I do actually like it. Like I said before, all support characters become damage dealers. I don't actually get it. So in terms of Deuce, I did get a burst and a force weapon. I built her, I used her in this fight, and I really enjoyed her. I do like her rework. So in terms of Deuce, you know, I may actually use some gems. I do like her. Oh, and Vivi is there. I don't care about Vivi, but Deuce is the main prize, so I may actually use some gems or tickets, or I may just skip her. You know, I'll just have to see. Then we get to Fusoya. Fusoya also gets quite a bit of a rework. You know, it's okay. It's one that I was actually impressed by. Kain also gets one. I don't care about Kain. Fusoya, I like him more, so I may actually use tickets for him. But in terms of Kain, nah, I'm not interested in Kain at all. Now we get to Fujin. Fujin gets, you know, quite a bit of a rework with this event. I do actually like her rework. And also Zidane gets his force weapon here, and then Fujin gets her burst. I do have Fujin's burst. I don't have a FR on JP. With Zidane I have both, and I used him in this fight. It's a bit of, you know, this fight is quite a bit of a... how do I explain it? It's a terrible fight. It's X-Death's 3 form. He has a lot of health to him. It's very annoying. So I did use Zidane here. He worked out fine for this. But in terms of Fujin, you know, I'm not so sure. I have a force weapon on global, so I may actually go for here. So maybe some tickets or just a skip. Zidane, I actually do like his force weapon. I used him in the next event as well. So, you know, some tickets for him and for Fujin maybe. But, you know, I won't cry if I don't get either of their weapons, so it may just be a skip in the end. And now we get to Kadaj. I don't like Kadaj. I do like him in this game, but I don't like him as a character. He annoyed the hell out of me in Advent Children. So, you know, he may just be a skip for me. Leo also, you know, comes in again. I've already got everything for Leo, so for Leo, it will just be a skip. Kadaj, I'm not interested in him at all, so he will just be a skip. And now we get to Memorial Quest. In all honesty, I'm just going to give you my opinion now. I don't like Memorial Quest. They should have just brought back Boss Rush. I don't get it. It's the same thing. I don't understand. Maybe I'm wrong. You can let me know in the comments below. But yeah, Irvine gets his burst weapon and force weapon. I didn't get his force weapon. You know, it's fine. Balthier also comes back with his weapons. Irvine, not a character I use too much. Not even with his LD call ability. I've barely used him. So in terms of these banners, I may actually skip. I do have everything for Balthier, so he will just be skipped as well. And during this time, Laguna also got his force weapon. I never got it. I never cared about it, so he'll just be skipped. I do have his burst in global. If I do get the FR weapon, fine, I will take it. I may not use it. It's okay, but other than that, I'll just skip Laguna. And then Rinoa also gets a rework here. You know, it's fine. I actually like Rinoa, but she's actually one of my regrets. I will discuss that in my regrets video. I'm working on it, okay? Just give me more time. I am busy with it. But in terms of Rinoa, you know, it's a fine rework, not one I'm interested in. I've got everything for her in global, so I'll just be skipping out on her. And now we get to Raziel. Raziel, nice, very nice rework with her burst and her FR. And then Kain comes in with a rework again with his burst and force weapons. Raziel, you don't need her for this Heretic event. The thing is with this event, in terms of the force gauge and the enemies, you need to use an FR ability that doesn't deal any damage. So for this one, I just used Aerith and she was fine. But in terms of this event, you know, I may actually go for Raziel. I'll say it again, I like to do things differently in global. So Raziel, I may actually use some tickets for her. I don't think she's really gem worthy in my opinion. Then again, I've only used her a couple of times in the Chaos era and Lufenia era, and then that was about it. In terms of this fight, I didn't even get the force weapon or burst weapon, so I used Aerith instead. And then Kain, I've got everything for him. He's fine. So for him, I'll just be skipping out on him as well. And that's about it for my pool plans. I know global is shifting a few events here and there. So if some events do show up, you know, great. If some of them don't, fine. But then again, you'll just know who I am pulling for. So if you did enjoy the video, you can give it a like. And if you want to see more content from me, you can subscribe. Rather than that, I will see you next time. Bye.